Hey Bird Gang, I hope everyone's doing good and keeping safe and also had a great weekend. In today's video, I want to chat to you guys about AQUESTIVE Therapeutics. So a couple of you guys actually requested that I do a video covering this, so I'm more than happy to do so. In today's video, I'm going to go through the price action, so go a little bit more in depth in today's video. So basically look at the price action, the usual, looking at the short float just to see if there's a possibility of short squeeze, and any fundamental news that's covering AQUESTIVE Therapeutics that I believe could potentially send the price flying. That's what we all want. But guys, just remember that if you like what I do on this channel and it helps you in any way, shape, or form, make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell. Helps me out, helps the channel out, and that way I know that you guys like the content I'm bringing out, and then I can continue bringing the content out. And also that a couple of you guys requested that I do AQUESTIVE Therapeutics. I'm more than happy. If there's any stocks that you want me to cover, I'm more than happy to cover them on this channel. So we start off with the short float data. So AQUESTIVE Therapeutics right now is sitting at 6.9% short float out on loan. That equates to 2.53 million shares. The short float is not really high, but also looking at the price targets for analysts that have given. So they've given a price target of $13. I mean, that's pretty high considering it's currently sitting around $4 at the moment. There must be a reason that they're giving it that price target, and then I'll delve deeper a little bit more into why I believe that's the case. So if I have a look at the chart of AQUESTIVE Therapeutics, so ticker symbol is AQST, and the price is currently sitting below the 200 moving average. What's interesting is that the price has been below the 200 moving average since 2018, but there has been times where the price has actually broken above that 200 moving average, but the bears have brought the price back down below. So at the moment, the price is pretty much fluctuating around that 200 moving average, which basically means the 200 moving average is a good dynamic support resistance for the long term. So the periods is 200 periods. So because we're on the daily chart, that means that is over 200 days. So if the price gets above the 200 moving average and stays above that, then theoretically the price should actually, for the next 200 days, it should be a very, very strong trend. So basically for the next 6 months, it should be a strong trend heading upwards. If that's the case, if the price gets above the 200 moving average, then I can definitely see the price getting towards that $13 price target mark. That's why I partially believe that there's a lot of analysts saying that, look, this is the price target. The average is $13 or $15. So we'll go a little bit more into that. Average is roughly around $15. So if a lot of analysts are saying that, or they believe that, basically this price just needs to get above that 200 moving average. And I believe it's on its way to getting above that, because if you have a look even closer, that there's also a trend line support that's being respected by the price. So the trend line support pretty much takes it from the 13th of May to most recently. Only there was one time where, or twice, the trend line support was broken, or the bulls brought the price back above it. I mean, on the 16th of July, the trend line support was broken by the bears. The bulls, the next session, the bulls brought the price back above it. Sending the price initially, sending the price basically up a little bit, and then the bears brought the price back down below the trendline support on the 30th of July. After that, the bulls just basically took the price back above it on the 4th of August. So after that, the price pretty much just headed towards the 200 moving average, which is pretty much reverting back to the mean, because the price has actually deviated quite away from the 200 moving average. So the price actually, whether it's above or below, the price usually, if it gets above a moving average, it usually takes off for some time, because there's a lot of excitement within the market. A lot of people are like, you know what, especially if the price is up, there's a lot of buyers are like, finally, the price is up above this moving average. The next whatever is going to be a good trend, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. So they get excited and they start buying on until the price, pretty much till the market actually gets exhausted, and then it starts falling back down. So when it falls back down, it reverts back to the mean being the moving average. And the reverse actually is the same for bears. So seen as the price got below the 200 moving average, a lot of sellers, a lot of short sellers, etc., would have been excited, thinking, you know what, this price is going to start falling. Let's make money. Let's make money on the decline of this price. So you can see the excitement taking place as the bears just basically kept bringing the price down. And then basically the price got to a certain level, the start of this trend line support, and then after that the price reverted back to the 200 moving average. So right now it's actually formed like an ascending triangle, which means that as the price gets towards the tip, this will pretty much act as like a coil, so basically creating a lot of momentum, a lot of force, that the minute the price breaks above the 200 moving average, then this could potentially see the price head up, especially if it stays above the moving average. If it stays above the moving average, then for the next 6 months, potentially that we're going to see some really green candles basically heading up. So if you then move on to the weekly chart just to see where the price could potentially head, especially seeing as if the price gets above the 200 moving average on the daily chart. And on the weekly, there's also a trendline support that is basically being respected by the price. So this trendline support started in May again. And basically the same trendline support that the daily chart was basically respecting, the weekly chart is actually also respecting. The price on the weekly is respecting it as well. As the price came back down, broke below the support, or the bulls brought the price back above it. And ever since the bulls brought the price above it of the week of the 2nd of August, the price has basically just stayed above it, and right now it's sitting at it. So if this price closes above it by the end of this week, then this could potentially be the start, basically sending the price up towards this resistance, up to the resistance around, basically up to the resistance around $4.25. So it's actually a resistance zone that's between $4.25 and around $4.62. But I would think $4.25 is more significant. So basically we see, first of all, if the price gets towards that resistance of $4.25, and then if it does this, then I believe it's potentially basically going to get to that with a lot of momentum, seen as if it gets to that, likely that the price is going to be above the 200 moving average at that point. Yeah, the price will likely be around the 200 moving average or just above it. So if you go on from the chart and have a look at Yahoo Finance, as you can see, quite a lot of analysts are actually saying that this is a buy, pretty much heading towards a strong buy at the moment, with an average price of $15.20. And this was higher than the price that basically is stated at $13.83. So again, if the price gets above that 200 moving average, and I can see the price more than likely getting towards that average of $15, basically it's not going to get there within a month or two. It could potentially take 6 months to a year. You know, this will be a long-term hold. If you're going to hold it for the long term, then you may see the most benefit in that, because over the long term, especially if the price gets above 200 moving average, then we're really going to see green candles, etc. But guys, just remember, I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my thoughts and opinions of what I believe the price is going to do based on the data that I'm presented with. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell, especially if the video helped you out. You know, if you thought, you know what the analysts are saying, that's a good average, you know, I'm just going to keep holding on because it's going to get to $13, or it's likely to get to $13. And if you'd like me to continue basically bringing out content on AQUESTIVE Therapeutics, like if you're invested or you're thinking about getting invested, or this is the first time you're hearing about them, then let me know in the comments below, and then I'll be more than happy to continue bringing that out. And also, if there's any stocks that you're following that you maybe want me to cover on my channel, let me know in the comments below, guys. I'll be more than happy to do so. And also give this video a like. It lets me know this is the kind of content you guys like to see, and also it helps you guys out, because I'm sure a number of you guys basically are interested in seeing what I have to say in terms of price action, etc. Help you guys understand what's going on with the price, and also what's going on with the company, any potentially good news that's come out or any bad news that's come out. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.